Hey, good morning, you guys. It's really early and it's actually really nice and cold this morning. So I thought this would be a great day to come out. I've been busy the past couple days in the house, work, and then yesterday running errands everywhere. So today we're going to finally get to the lesser beds. This is one of them, the shed bed. Okay, so that's the shed bed. It's got, primarily it has vines running everywhere and they need to be removed. I'd like to kind of turn up the soil. I've got a bad corner here. When I drag the hose across, the hose tends to go up over this little metal piece and onto my plumeria, and as you can see, it's tilting my plumeria to the to the side. And now the ach is good. The ginger will stay there, but I had a line of impatiens in the front. And they've kind of disappeared. I got more vines. That's like a pothos vine or something like that. And then I have this bunch of babies, 4 o'clock babies from the original main plant. So I'll probably be cutting that back. It likes heat, but not so much anything else. Buddy, are you just taking your anger out on the plant? I guess so. He's not eating it. He's just breaking it apart. I did cut back my brown turkey fig, and so it's coming back. It's leafing back really nice, actually. So anyhow, this shouldn't take very long, and then I'll probably move on to the vines over here. This is the Grand Name banana bed, and we had mushroom logs in here that I think all my spores were bad, because we should have long ago, like a year ago, started having mushrooms and haven't. But anyhow, I do want to get the vines out of here. They're just traveling everywhere, and I just kind of want to clean up the base of these bananas. For right now, they need airflow. Yeah, but you know, quite honestly, whatever after this point, whatever, like this yellow that drops, we'll leave it as protection for potential freezes or frost. I am half tempted. Maybe I'll think that through as I'm creating the video. I'll think that through and change my mind potentially, but if not, I would love to see it cleaned up, because it makes it easier for me to clean out the bed and make distinct lines and everything eventually. And it won't be in this video, but I want to get a bunch of mulch, and I want to just lay a really nice mulch path. Back when we had the lot cleared, I'm sure everything looked really nice and even to us as we used the bobcat to go round and round. But look at it now. These roots, probably from the oak tree here, are just, you know, being revealed as the ground has settled. And I would just like to build this up a little bit with, I guess, you know, whatever kind of wood chips they have it for free at the dump. And anyhow, I just need to tidy this up. I have coleus seeds. I'm not sure. I got to read up. It might be really bad to put them in the fall. Might be better just to clean up the bed, wait, and then put the seeds in early spring. At least that's my original thoughts as I attempt to get the shed bed. And then the other lesser bed I want to get is around the corner, and we'll talk about that when this first one is done. But can you see right there? Oh, that needs a serious good hand pulling. So okay, let me get my tools, and then you guys will be on speed and not speed time lapse, and we'll get going for this bed. Okay. All right, I think that wasn't too long on this bed. Mostly I just had to keep running back and forth for tools, and then I had to go back into the garage fridge to get more seeds and then make some decisions, which took time. But I went ahead and I tried to lift the plumeria up. I think I might have to put a staking system in because it's up, but it's not up, you know. It's been, you know, the hose has just run up it way too many times. So anyhow, I put a shorter stake in first, and then I changed it. I put in a taller stake. I added some chaya, which is only supposed to go 6 to 8 feet. So I'm hoping it will stay manageable right here. I have some vinca or periwinkle that I might have tucked some in there, but I might have I mean, it might just be volunteered there too. Acha, ginger. I have the white trumpet tree, and I did kind of take off one side, and then the other side I broke, and then more ginger. The 4 o'clocks are right there. I tried to remove all the babies. And then the fig tree, I did put, I don't know what these are exactly. It's a variegated some sort of plant. Then I have the impatiens, and I don't know if you can see that really well, but there are lots of impatient seeds that I put down. This is a Chinese violet. Let me show you a better specimen, because that's a new one I just put in. This is one of the originals. So I went back to my friend Teresa's, and she gave me a bunch more of them. And then of course I have the original one she gave me. And so I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure if I planted this or what. I'm leaving it for now. And oh, maybe this was really long, so this might be a cutting, because there's another cutting and a cutting there. So anyhow, oh, and I took the leaves off of this, and I think it does that for this bed. I think, and we did put down a little bit of mushroom compost just sprinkled on there. I took off some of the heaviest of the hay and removed all the vines, and so that's great. So if the weather holds out, I think it will, but it feels awfully, you know, like a lot like it's going to start raining. I think we're going to come on in here. Look, I have a white fork. It's supposed to be white, but it's really kind of pink. It's a soft pink, almost white. A friend named Bridget gave me those seeds. But anyhow, I think I'll just pull the vines in here, see what the weather lets me get away with. I probably can get this bed done, and then that's my other bed, my last bed. You guys, this is the inner circle of the food forest. That's all the little cattle panel tunnels, and this is a hot mess. I haven't touched it since I put the peppers in, like in April. So there are peppers in here. There's way too much Biden's elbow or Spanish needle in there. You know, there's a plumeria that hasn't even bloomed yet this year. So we're just going to uncover all that. There could be cilantro in there, although I don't see it. And I don't know if there's, I know there's this pepper, but I think that's the only pepper left. This is a pumpkin spice jalapeno. There might be other pumpkins, but I think we'll just rip it out altogether. And then this is like a green shrimp plant that's not quite ready to put on its little shrimp bloom stalk, but this is not staying, and underneath it is orange bulbine, which is staying. And I don't know if we need to split that, multiply it, then the aloe will stay. And this is actually oregano in here, so got to be careful to keep that too. And the wind is picking up, and that's not good. So if it gets much windier, we'll just stop this. But in fact, I'm not going to even put you guys on time lapse. I'm just going to show you it like this, and then we'll go ahead and when you see it next, it'll be done. There you go. It's done. All that Biden's elbow, tons of it was in there. I think I could even grab some more back there, I see. And tried to pull out a lot of pine needles. And I know pine needles make bedding. I do know that. But, you know, you can have only so many. And I did I stopped right here. I started to come over here and grab a couple things, but then I was like, no, I have got stuff to do. I got to get in the house and work on Christmas music for the church. So the oregano is still here. The orange bulbine is still in there. As I said, I haven't picked it apart for clumps. That'll be probably another day. And boy, I would love to do that and spread it throughout my yard. And as you can see, we cleared it out, and I found this outside of business. They had actually a bunch of different boxes, but this was the tallest one, and I plan on putting in potting soil or something like that, and probably it needs about 4 cubits of potting soil. And I was going to put carrots in there, but I have resown carrots I think 3 or 4 times now. The first time didn't work so well, but by the time of the last sowing of carrots, we've got carrots now coming out our ears. That should be funny. Shouldn't I have carrots coming out my ears like a thumbnail or something? But anywho, hold on. Sorry about that distraction. Buddy was playing with a wasp and trying to get stung, so I just had to go remedy that situation. Anyhow, so I think that opens up. I know I can put things in the soil, but it's very acidic, and some certain flower varieties don't like all that acid. And anyhow, I think this would be cool planter's box for whatever I choose to put in there, whether it be flowers or vegetables. So I'm really loving that. You can finally see this little red or pink noir or something is the name of this plumeria. And it has grown quite a bit over the summer, and it is now finally touching. It wasn't touching before, but it's finally touching the container right now, the clay pot. So the flowers in here, this is alyssum. This is like a African, no, not African daisy. It's a bush daisy. And then whatever this one is in here, and the verbena died. Oh, gold dust, is that right? I think that's called gold dust. And it wants to come back. And sometimes it looks better and sometimes it doesn't. But so we've been in quite a dry spell, and it's definitely not happy. And I've tried to remember to water it, but it's not happy right now. But it looks so far like the alyssum and the bush daisy are strong perennials, and this one's trying. I mean, it's done everything it could. And then I cleared out back there and on the inside here. And then my sister-in-law, she cleaned the walkway, and so she helped me with putting stuff in the cans. That was awesome, but she didn't want to be on video. That's why we did the video the way we did without time lapse. Because it's nice to have company in the garden, but your company doesn't always want to be on camera. So eventually, I'm not going to promise when. I guess when the mood strikes me, we're going to continue on through this whole tunnel system, cleaning that out and swapping things around. Let me show you what happened over here with the banana pit. So it's so much cleaner, cleaned out, and we put as much as we could around the bananas to protect towards winter time. And my little Stokes aster is right there. I put a little stick there to protect from the hose because the hose was running over it. I got my little 4 o'clock there. I need to clean out this little corner, but I didn't. I got phone calls, things going on. But everything else looks pretty good. I'm ready to, I do have some little plants in there. You can see some coleus, and then these little polka dot things. So I'll work on like the soil. Look at that. It is coming back. Do you see that? Ooh, maybe it'll make a strong comeback. But I do need to like prune these down. I could do a better job of that, but I'm trying to get the overall garden picture looking better. And I trimmed up, because this is my walkway right here, and then it continues on to the tunnel. A lot of these banana leaves were just because the weight of the racks is pulling them this way, and it was kind of interrupting my walkway. And like I said, as soon as I can get some wood chips, I'll probably start wood chipping all this area. I did have to mow it this summer. What little grass there is, I did have to mow it. I don't want to do that. I just want to make a nice wood chip pathway, put in like 6 inches of wood chips. And it might take a couple beds of chips, you know, to fill up the bed of my truck. But it can be something we can just work on and chip away at all winter. And that'll be nice. And then my sister-in-law also cleaned up this area, and she raked it. It was getting quite nasty thanks to the squirrels have all those acorns on the ground, and sticks had fallen and leaves, and then I tidied up the weeds. So now this is red salvia in here, and then purple cat whiskers in here. There is an impatiens in here. It got a little bit I probably stepped on it or something. So, but anyhow, it's all doing pretty good, looking great in here. Like I said, we'll just keep on continuing cleaning up these lesser beds. I want to hit the asparagus bed next, probably tomorrow morning. I don't know that I'll have time later this afternoon. May or may not capture it on video. And of course, I'm really happy with our original bed that we sought to do, which is the shed bed. and I got a home for a couple chayas. All the rest of the chayas I think I'm just gonna throw in the garbage, because I have tried to give them away and not very successful at it. People don't really seem to want it. I don't know if they just don't know what it is. They don't see the purpose in it. Maybe they just don't, I don't know. But I don't need a lot of it, but I'm gonna keep just a couple of them in right here, you know, a little something so you're not looking at the boat barn all the time. Trying to make this more of a hideaway bed. It is a shade bed, if you didn't know that. We get very little sun in this whole area, which is great, because not everything loves the Florida heat. And well, anyhow, I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it quits for the day. I'm really happy the progress we made, and now I can get going on my little wooden container or planter box. So you guys, take care. Thank you for joining me today. God bless, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.